Well, welcome back to GB News Live. And, of course, we've just been updating you on that horrendous news coming out of Solihull that those 3 children have died after they fell into that lake yesterday, 4th still being treated in critical condition in hospital. Let's join our Home Affairs editor, Mark White, now. He's at Primrose Hill in North London. And, Mark, of course, lots of people enjoying the wintry scenes to a certain degree and getting the sleds up, but a reminder with what's happened in the Midlands about how dangerous conditions are as well. And even though these surfaces may look frozen, clearly you don't know how thick the ice can be.
No, I mean, this time of year always brings, of course, a great deal of fun, but the potential for tragedy as well, as we saw up there in Solihull, a terrible incident that unfolded, and one of a number of incidents that the emergency services have told us about involving these lakes that are frozen over. But, you know, we're not talking about sub-zero temperatures over many weeks where you can get a good thick covering on a lake. They're actually pretty thin layered, these ice coverings, and they just don't sustain the weight maybe of a younger child perhaps, but the more people that go on that ice, the more potential there is for something really catastrophic to go wrong, as we saw in Solihull yesterday. Where I am at the moment, Mark, is in North London in Primrose Hill. As I say, it's great up here. We've had we've been to Aspen for our Holidays Brigade coming up with their skis and other sort of winter get-up that they've been enjoying out here today. They've been sledging, building snowmen, and also sort of throwing snowballs at each other, the kind of things that you would just expect people to do to try to make the most of this weather. But it's been causing pretty horrendous chaos across the southeast, in particular around the M25 overnight for quite a few hours. Hundreds of drivers trapped on various sections of the M25 before the snow ploughs and the gritters could get to them to clear that main orbital motorway to get the traffic flowing again. And not just the M25, the M2, the M20, the M11, all badly affected, along with other sort of main routes in and around the southeast. And although temperatures, we're told, are above freezing at the moment, they certainly don't feel like it, and they will dip below freezing again this afternoon and this evening. And that, as you know, then brings with it the potential for ice, which is often a lot more dangerous because, unlike snow, you can't really see the ice in many circumstances, and that is clearly pretty dangerous if you're driving or even just walking on the pavements.
And, of course, the issue being, Mark,